Hello everyone. Happy Thursday. Let me get over to my videos so that I can see myself and make sure that I am on screen. Yes, there we go. All right. I hope you guys are having a great week. I truly appreciate you following me this week for all of our Halloween projects. That gives enough time for you to create these or create your own with using these products. And, just sharing a little bit of creativity joy with those that are in your life, either at work or neighbors or wherever else. If you are here and watching, please make sure that you comment and tell me hello. And then also, I would love for you to follow me here on my Facebook page. Also, I would love for you to share the video because that always helps me as well. All right, everyone, these are the projects that we created over the last 3 days. We had 2 cards on Monday, we had scrapbook pages on Tuesday, and then we had this little fun hand sanitizer treat yesterday. You can also find all the replays of these over on YouTube. And of course, there are blog posts for you to follow. You can check out my website and you can see all of that. I'm going to put these scrapbook pages right back into their little folders so I don't mess them all up. I can drop an ink pad better than probably anybody else out there. All right, so today we are going to create a box to hold some of my favorite little Debbies. These are the double Debbies, and so these are just real simple to give to people. There is a box. This is it right here. This is pretty much the same box that I create for every time, but of course the top of it is changing. So that's what makes it so much fun. So let's dive into it. We'll make it a short, quick video. I've got all of my little products here. We're actually not stamping anything today, just like we didn't yesterday. We are going to use those dies that I love so much. Okay, so we have our piece of cardstock here. I'm going to pull that down, make sure you can see it properly. We've got our measurements here. The blog post will go live as soon as we're done with the video because I just have to upload it to YouTube and then grab that link from YouTube. And so if you go to the blog post, I'd say give me like 30 minutes after the video is done. It'll go live and it'll have all these measurements on there for you, as well as the products used. So first, let's do our scoring. So we're going to take our 8 1/4 side and we're going to score at 1, 3 3/4, again at 4 3/4, and then we're going to do 7 1/2. All right, then we're going to flip it to our 7 1/2 side, and we're going to score it at 1, and we're going to score it at 6 1/2. Okay, and we'll set this aside. Then I'm going to take my bone folder. We're going to fold on all of these score lines. I'm just going to give them a real good crease real quick. And then we're going to use that bone folder and get it a good, make sure that we've gotten it folded nicely. This will help for when you are cutting and then also putting it together. All right. All right, so now let's take and let's cut our pieces. And I've got my scissors hidden somewhere. So I find it easiest for the side that has the raised humps. I find that the easiest side to cut on. Now you're going to notice this piece here is longer than this piece here. This is going to be the flap that tucks in. So we're going to cut like this. So we're going to do it a notched in, and then we're going to notch the flap too. because that will help when you're inserting it into the box. And these are going to insert into the box as well. So we're going to do that at an angle, and we're going to do this one at an angle, like that. Okay, next we're going to do this because this one is still being tucked in, so we're going to give this a notched in. This isn't. This is going to attach to this side to actually create your box bottom. So we're just going to cut up on that side of the hump. And then we'll pull that out. And then this one, you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to cut on either side of that score line. And then I just pull it right off. It's not hard to pull it because of the fact that you have those score lines there. Those score lines do allow the paper fibers to break up just a little bit. So when you pull it, it just pulls it right off. All right, and then we're going to do the same on this side. So we're going to cut up on either side of our score line. And then let's go ahead and do this one. Like that. Okay, and then I'm just going to pull these out. Okay, and then on this one, we're going to go up on the side of the score line, and then we're going to notch in. Okay? All right, so here is the basic construction of your box. And if you want, I'm going to leave this right here for just a second. I will let you take a picture of it. And then you can obviously go and grab those measurements that'll be on the blog. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take our seal and we're going to take and put on the outside of the box our adhesive. So we're going to put adhesive on all 4 of our tabs. Okay, then we're going to, sorry, got the hiccups a little bit. We're going to take and pull that in just like that. You're going to do it again on the other side. And then you've got your box nice and secure there. Do it again over here. And I have found that when you just take off that notch, you know, it gives you a little bit of spacing there, which does allow for any height to be tucked down in there. So you can see that the it's flush with the bottom, and so it's flushing with your top there as well. Okay, so there is our box. Now we're going to take our little cake and we're going to stick it right down inside. And it's going to be nice and snug. Then we're going to put these down inside and get through that plastic there. There we go. Oops. All right, and then once you do that, you're going to tuck that front tab down as well. And then there you go. It's a nice, secure box there. We are then going to take our designer series paper, and of course, because it's a sweet treat on the inside, I did the candy designer series paper. So we're going to attach that. And there's a nice little border around the designer series paper. Okay, we're going to take our ribbon and we're going to wrap it around and tie a cute little bow. And it's not really little, it's going to be a larger one. Right on over here. Like that. Okay, and then we're going to trim off this side of the ribbon like that. I'm going to put my pin back in it so I don't lose the pin or stick myself later. Maybe if it'll go in. There we go. Okay, and then let's start building the construction of our pretty top. So we've got this piece here. This is gonna lay right about here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our cobwebs, and I've put adhesive on the back of these. We're gonna tuck this in right about here. Okay, then we're gonna do the other one. And it's gonna tuck down this way, like right about there. Okay, now this is gonna be popped up on either side of the ribbon. So we're gonna take, I did have, there it is. I have our adhesive foam sheets, and what I did was I just cut 2 pieces off, and I'm gonna attach one up top, and I'm gonna attach one on the bottom. Just like that, and that ribbon is gonna be right there in the middle of it. Okay, and so this is gonna go right here, like that. Next, we are going to attach our gate, and I did that out of Petunia Pop, which pulls in some of the colors from the Designer Series paper. And again, I did put the adhesive sheet. I put the adhesive sheet on practically everything. That would be difficult to actually adhere down. Okay, and then we're just gonna stick that right there. Now, I've cut out the house from the dies called Spooky Halloween. I've cut it out twice. The reason I cut it out twice is we're going to attach the basic black house, and we're gonna get all of the adhesive sheet off the back. There we go. All right, and then one more. All right. This is gonna sit right about here. And then what we're gonna do is we are gonna take the orange, and that's gonna be kind of like our light coming from all the different windows. So we're gonna take and adhere these down inside. And I'm not going to do all of them because I don't really think it's necessary to do all of them. Like, I'm not going to do all the little ones. That might be a lot. So, and it's okay if the purple is showing through. You know, it'll be all right. No one's really going to critique exactly how your box is done. They're just going to be excited that you have one. And we're gonna put this little one up top. I'm not sure if it'll stay or not, but we'll see. There's a little edge right there. Okay, so that's not gonna work, but what I am gonna do is we're gonna take that right back out. We're gonna take a little, if I can get it to stay there. All right, we're gonna take a mini dimensional and we're gonna pop that up right up underneath here, like that. And then we can stick this on there like that. Perfect. All right, there we go. Now we are going to attach our other items. Now on the sample, I still had some bats left over from the Designer Series paper. That was all I had left. So I have cut out bats from the Spooky Halloween dies. We only need 3 of them, but it comes in a 2, like your die is 2. So ultimately it cut out 4. Here we're gonna stick our crow and our pumpkins. We're going to use some dimensionals and pop that up. And we're going to stick that right about here. So it's going to cover up those windows anyway. Then let's attach our bats, and we're going to do that with some glue dots. You could do adhesive sheets on the back if you wanted as well. So we're going to put one there. And then I just want to put enough glue dots on it. And we're going to put one right here. So this becomes a spooky sweet, so not scary at all. Little Halloween treat that you can give to people. If you don't have a lot of trick-or-treaters, you could do this as well for trick-or-treaters. We have way too many now, so there's no way I could make enough of these. That would take me weeks and weeks to do so. Okay, so we have all of that construction now put together. And last but not least, I want to add a few of our little stars here. And we're going to do it in Petunia Pop to kind of pull more of that Petunia Pop color out. So we're going to do 1 and 2. We're going to put 1 here. And then we'll do 1 up here. And let's do another 1 here. And then let's add 1 more right down here. Okay, so there we go. There is project number 4. The days are going by quick. And you can see the other difference too is that we've got the direction of this. It's an opposite direction, but I think it works either way because it's what comes in the paper. So, all right, there we go. Thank you all so much for joining me again today. We'll have 1 more project tomorrow, and that will end our Halloween week at Simply Elizabeth Crafts. I wanted to share with you two really quick. I'm going to leave that right there in the corner. Don't forget that right now is a great joining special. You can get $125 worth of products for only $35, or you can do $189 worth of products for only $99. So in both of these, it's $90 worth of free products. It makes it well worth it. And we would love to have you on the Stampin' Divas team. Sorry, that's gone. And then don't forget the fall retreat. The last day to register for that is October the 15th. All right, everyone, thank you so much again for joining me. And I'll pull in these projects again really quick. I'm going to just put those there. And then we've got that and that one. And then, of course, we have our little hand sanitizer one as well. All right, thanks so much, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow will be live at 5, which is our typical Friday afternoon live, and so I will see you back then. All right, bye. Have a good day.